Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the tech news of the day. By the way, today is 13th January 2023. Now with that said, the first news is from Samsung. Now Samsung has released new updates for the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 and 5. So first of all, if you have a Buds 2 Pro, you might have already been using 360 surround sound. Well, for people who don't know, it only works if you have a Samsung phone. Now this particular feature allows you to experience 360 surround sound on the Buds 2 Pro. Now with the new update, you can just plug in the Buds 2 Pro and use a compatible Samsung phone and record video along with 360 surround audio. Basically, it'll use the mics from both earbuds, like left and right earbuds, individually and record the 360 surround sound. So this is the new tech and it's definitely pretty cool. But once again, even if you record the content with 360 surround sound, you need to have a compatible device and compatible headset to experience the 360 surround sound. Anyway, it's definitely a good start and you can experience something new. Now, if you have a Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 or 4, you can use the dial to spin it. You can just rotate the dial or just do a pinch to zoom gesture to zoom in and zoom out. Let's say you have the Samsung phone at a distance and you want to take a zoom in and zoom out shot, you can do that with the watch. For this particular application, I don't see a lot of uses, but who knows, you might use it. Next news is about the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Yes, on February 1st, it'll come out, but again, there are rumors, there are news. First, it's gonna have better performance, that's to be expected. It has the brand new processor. Next, it's gonna have better cameras, that's again to be expected. But now they're saying Samsung has been focusing on low light camera performance, so you can take better low light pictures. And Samsung has also improved the autofocusing speeds and the stabilization. So all this is the new packaging for the S23 Ultra. Next news is from Amazon. Now Amazon's Great Republic Day Sale 2023 is gonna start tomorrow if you have the Amazon Prime subscription. If you don't, it's gonna start from January 15th. By the way, there is an offer from SBI, so if you have the SBI cards, you can get an instant 10% discount. On the same note, iQOO has also started selling its brand new flagship iQOO 11 5G. Now the base variant of the iQOO 11 is priced at 60,000 rupees, which comes with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Right now, we get 5% instant discount with ICICI and I guess even with HDFC. So do check it out, and if you go with exchange offers and all other offers, you can get the iQOO 11 at just 50,000 rupees. I guess 50 or 51,000 rupees. Anyway, the point is there's a huge discount going on. So if you're interested in buying the next best flagship, especially if you're a gamer, you can consider the iQOO 11 5G. Next, we have news from Firebolt. Now, this company has launched a brand new smartwatch called the Infinity Smartwatch, which has a 1.6-inch HD display with 400 by 400 pixels. It has IP67 water and dust resistance, heart rate monitoring, and SpO2. Now, the interesting part is this watch actually comes with a 4GB of inbuilt storage and a media player built into the watch. So, as you can expect, you can download all your local songs to your watch. By the way, you can copy up to 300 songs or up to 4GB. And using the media player, you can listen to them over your Bluetooth headset. So for people who go on a jog or a walk, you don't have to carry your phone, you can just have your watch and a good pair of earphones to listen to music on your walk. It's a pretty nice feature. And since Firebolt has done it, we can see other brands doing the same. Next news is once again from Firebolt. So Firebolt has launched a brand new pair of true wireless headset. It's called Firepods Ninja 601. Now these pair of earphones are priced at $899, that's the introductory price, and they might increase the price later. By the way, it looks pretty similar to the Wings Phantom 200, which is priced at 1500 rupees. Next news is about the global PC and desktop shipments. Now before COVID pandemic, sales of desktops and notebooks was on the decline, it wasn't growing. But during this COVID pandemic year, there has been huge sales of computers, desktops and laptops. But now, the trend is going down. In 2022, sales of computers, desktops went by 16%, and just in Q4 2022, that's the last quarter, it's gone down by 29%. It's still better than the pre-pandemic event, but it's still going down. With that said, in the last quarter, Lenovo has taken the top lead in terms of market share, followed by HP, Dell, Apple and Asus. These are the top 5 contenders in terms of overall shipments for desktops and notebooks. Next news is from Twitter. Now Twitter has suddenly stopped working on third-party applications, apps like Tweetbot and TweetVerific on iOS, as well as apps like Phoenix on Android. Without any prior intimation, Twitter has stopped giving access to all these applications. With that said, default Twitter apps work without any issues. Now usually all these third-party applications hides or blocks the sponsored content from Twitter, basically blocks all the ads, so Twitter won't be able to generate revenue if they're using these third-party applications. I guess Elon Musk is doing everything he can do to improve the revenue. Anyway, next news is from Oppo. Oppo is going to launch its brand new phone, Oppo A78 5G in India on Jan 18th. These are some of the leaked or expected specifications. By the way, this phone has already been launched in China. Oppo A78 5G might sport a MediaTek Dimensity 700 SoC with Mali G57 MC2 with 33-watt SuperVOOC charging, 50MP primary camera and 8MP front-facing camera. As for pricing, it's gonna be around 19,000 rupees. If you want my recommendation, just skip the phone. Next news is once again from Oppo. We got some leaked images and some specifications of the Oppo Find X6. So here's how the phone looks. This phone might come with a 1-inch 50MP Sony IMX989 sensor with 50MP telephoto lens and a 32MP ultra-wide-angle camera. As for performance, it might support the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor and the Pro version might come with a Gen 2 processor. Next news is from LeTv or LeEco, the brand that you might have heard way back in India. Anyway, this brand created a phone which looks very similar to the latest iPhone 14 Pro. On the back, the triple camera setup overall design looks pretty similar to the iPhone, and in the front, it's got the similar looking notch, which once again resembles the iPhone 14 Pro a lot. As for the specifications and stuff, it's just an entry-level phone. In China, it's going to be priced at 899 yuan, which is approximately 11,000 rupees. Next news is from Lenovo. Now, Lenovo has launched a brand new tablet in India, a 5G tablet, which is supposed to be a premium segment. So these are the specifications. The tablet is going to be called Tab P11 5G. It has an 11-inch IPS display with 2K resolution, with a peak brightness of 400 nits. It will be powered by a Snapdragon 750G 5G processor with Adreno 615 GPU with 8GB of RAM. As for battery, it has a 7700 mAh battery, has a 13MP rear camera, 8MP front camera, and quad speakers with Dolby Atmos. Now the base variant is priced at 30,000 rupees for 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and the next variant is priced at 35,000 rupees for 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. For the price, it looks pretty decent, but the only downside is it comes with Android 11 out of the box and there's no information about Android updates. Like, it's too old. Next news is from Intel. Intel has launched a brand new Core i9 processor, which the company claims to be the fastest consumer processor. It's called the Intel Core i9 13900KS. It has a clock speed of 6 GHz without overclocking and it's priced at $699. It's got 24 cores, 8 performance cores and 16 efficient cores. By the way, its previous iteration was clocked at 5.8 GHz without overclocking. Next news is from Vivo. Now yesterday I just talked about the Vivo X Flip. We just got a mock-up design and now we got another image. There's not a lot of news, just a quick preview of how the phone might look. Next news is from Apple. This year, Apple CEO Tim Cook takes a $35 million pay cut. Now that really sounds a lot, but here's the news. This year, he'll just earn $49 million instead of 83. That's still a lot. Next news is for all the Harry Potter fans. Hogwarts Legacy games PC requirement specification has been out, and this is the information. So if you want to play this game, you need to have a pretty beefed up system, and the game definitely looks pretty amazing. It's definitely worth it. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Do subscribe, like this video and share this video. With that said, this is Nikhil signing off. See you tomorrow.